Hello and welcome back to AI on Us.
At CTO News Thursday, your go-to podcast with Marion and I for understanding AI regulation and its impact on businesses.
A couple of days ago, we reached another key milestone for the European AI Act. February 2nd, 2025 might seem far away, but this deadline has a lot of implications for businesses. And we wanted to unpack it today. Before diving in, we're basing this conversation on an insightful report John and I found written by Bird & Bird, an international law firm that does a great job of simplifying these complexities for business leaders. We'll link the report in the description so you can check it out for yourself. But for now, let's highlight some of the key takeaways and share our thoughts. So John, let's start by the beginning. What is the AI Act?
Well, Marion, the AI Act is the first ever comprehensive regulation for AI in the EU, and its goals are very ambitious yet very clear. In the first instance, it's to promote ethical and trustworthy AI. Secondly, to mitigate risks to safety, health, and fundamental rights. And thirdly, to encourage innovation through transparency and accountability. The AI Act uses a risk-based approach, so dividing AI systems into 4 categories. These are unacceptable risks, which are outright banned. So think about social scoring or systems that exploit vulnerabilities or manipulate behavior. High risk, these include AI in healthcare, recruitment, or law enforcement. They must restrict requirements for data quality, risk assessments, and documentation. Thirdly, limited risk. So these are systems like chatbots that require transparency, for example, informing users that they are interacting with AI. And fourthly, most AI systems fall here with no specific obligations.
It's really interesting to see this risk-based approach. Hopefully it can ensure flexibility while addressing real threats. And it kind of resonates with what we've highlighted in our latest recent post. The level of risk AI systems pose is directly proportional to the financial and reputational damage they can inflict on businesses, right?
Absolutely. Let's hope it proves clarity for businesses while keeping ethics front and center. I think that's what we really want.
All right. After answering what the AI Act means, let me give our audience a little recap in terms of timeline. So the very first guideline was actually submitted and approved to the European Commission in 2019, 6 years ago. In April 2021, the first draft of the AI Act was proposed, but it was only officially published last July 2024. February 2nd, it's our next big date, and prohibitions on harmful practices and AI literacy rules will become enforceable. By August 2025, we expect governance structures and general AI obligations to take effect. And finally, next summer, in August 2026, we will have full enforcement begins, including stricter provisions for high-risk systems. And by 2030, the transition period for large-scale systems will conclude, marking the Act's full integration.
But Marion, doesn't this timeline feel fast for such complex frameworks?
I'm sure it does, and I agree. It feels like necessary push, though. I guess what matters is that businesses start preparing now to avoid the risk of playing catch-up later. If you're listening and currently navigating this transition, we'd love to hear from you. Your experience and insight could help others better understand how to tackle the complexities of this challenge. So, my next question, John, for you would be, based on the Bird & Bird report, can you tell us, February 2nd, 2025, everybody is talking about that date, but what does it mean?
Well, the deadline focuses on 2 key areas. Firstly, prohibition on harmful practices. This is split into 2 key areas, i.e. AI systems engaging in manipulative practice or exploitation, or looking at vulnerabilities like targeting children or using social scoring will be banned. Secondly, unauthorized biometrics data use. So this looks at facial recognition in public spaces, which will obviously face strict enforcement. Businesses using or adopting these technologies need to review their systems now or risk facing major penalties. Literacy rules. Now this is broken into 2 key areas. Firstly, organizations must ensure their team understand how AI systems work and use them responsibly. Secondly, it's not just about avoiding fines, it's really about building trust and accountability. In essence, February the 2nd is about raising the bar, eliminating harmful practices, and ensuring AI is managed by people who know what they're doing.
It is interesting to see how the focus isn't just on penalties, but also on education, right?
It seems less punitive and more about building a sustainable future for AI. So, Marian, how does the AI Act impact businesses?
So what we're learning from the report is that if you're operating in Europe or selling AI-related products to European markets, that's how the AI Act can impact you. First of all, as providers or deployers, you have to assess and mitigate risk, especially for high-risk systems. Second, you need to be transparent, inform users when interacting with AI, especially for synthetic contents like deepfakes. In terms of data governance, you really need to ensure high-quality, unbiased data sets for AI training. And more than anything, you need to maintain detailed documentation to prove compliance. So what the Bird and Bird report highlights too is that compliance isn't just about avoiding fines, it's about positioning your business as ethical, innovative, and trustworthy.
So, Marian, hybrid systems, a closer look.
Yeah, a closer look, sure. And that's what the Bird and Bird report focuses on too. High-risk AI systems are a major focus of the AI Act, and it includes AI applications in critical infrastructure, such as education, recruitment, and law enforcement. Those businesses deploying these systems must conduct comprehensive risk assessments, register the AI product in the European high-risk database, and also meet ongoing compliance and reporting obligations. And if they fail to comply, this could mean fines up to 35 million or 7% of annual global turnover, whichever is higher. We've been talking about AI risk models, and obviously this brings some sort of anxiety as well on the table. Can you please share a positive perspective on the topic?
Absolutely, Marian. Well, it's not all about risks. The AI Act also presents opportunities, as Bird and Bird mentions, whether it be building trust by prioritizing transparency and ethical practices, or differentiating yourself in the competitive marketplace, or even innovating responsibly, i.e. think of AI models for marginalized language or fact-checking systems. So rather than viewing the AI Act as a burden, it's a chance to further future-proof your business and create AI that works for everybody.
Now that we've walked you through the reports, we hope it provided clarity and actionable insights. Implementing the European AI Act was, without no doubt, a monumental challenge, a culmination of years of effort and work to navigate through the bureaucratic hurdles and bring it to life. It's no surprise that the very first ethical guidelines were introduced over 6 years ago. While many see the Act as a significant step forward, others have raised concerns about its practical implementation, questioning its alignment with market realities and the complexity of understanding where specific AI models fall within the risk framework. Calls for more standardization and clarity are growing louder, with some wondering if the Act is flexible enough to adapt new challenges and market misalignments as they arise.
This raises an important question. Is our bureaucratic system agile enough to evolve the AI Act as we move forward? If you're a global leader listening to us, again, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, remember there is support available, whether it's consulting groups or companies like IT Labs or even a compliance platform like NEA. There are tools to help you navigate these complex requirements.
We hope this discussion was helpful. Thank you for listening to AI Honest
At CTO News Thursday. In our next episode, we'll focus on the geographic convergence of AI with a focus on frameworks and policy and a very special guest. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights into AI regulation and governance.
Discover our AI on Us CTO News Thursday, a 10-minute mini web series to democratize the complexity of AI changes by bringing to the table major concerns, current observations, and latest initiatives.